agent has reconnected. Serious trauma detected.
Yo, what is up guys, J here. First of all, thank you guys for subscribing and I really appreciate it. Now let's get into the build. This is the Refractor build. This build regenerates your health as your skills do damage. That's why I was able to tank the big chunguses. Now you might already know this, but for anyone that's new, this is a fun build to play and also fun to play this a little different than just staying in cover. For this build, we're going to use the Technician specialization for the extra skill tier as this is a skill build. The main weapon on this build is going to be the capacitor, and make sure you roll damage to targets out of cover on it. The talent on this weapon is capacitance. Shooting an enemy builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5 skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gains 7.5% weapon damage. We got 6 skill tiers in total, so that gives us extra weapon damage. So in total, that's 60% extra skill damage and 45% extra weapon damage. We're going to be using 3 pieces of Refractor, and make sure you got the chest piece because this gives you a healing bonus. The Ninja Bike Messenger backpack makes it so that you get an extra gear piece that finishes the set because we have 3 Refractor, but this gives us the 4-piece bonus. These are the standard core attributes, but I have a skill haste mod on this. As you can see here, 2 pieces gives us 15% status effects. We don't really need that. 3 pieces gives us 25% skill damage. That's important. And 4 pieces gives the talent return to sender. Receive repairs 10% of the damage dealt by your skills. Your skills receive repairs of 20% of the damage dealt by your skills. And why we needed the chest piece is increased interest. Increase the repairs received from return to sender from 10% to 25% and from 20% to 35%. This has a skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. The holster has a skill tier and skill damage. And the knee pads have an armor core because we're full on skill cores. We don't want to waste that core, so we use an armor core. And we have skill damage rolled on this. For the mask, we're using the Empress International set, which gives us 10% skill health, 10% skill damage, and 8% skill efficiency. What is skill efficiency? It's skill health, skill damage, and skill haste. We got a skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and a skill haste mod. For the gloves, I went with regen because you have enough skill haste, but you can put skill haste if you want. And of course, skill damage. The skills I use on this is the assault turret and the striker drone. Now both of them have tier 6 and plus 120% damage and plus 420% health. Now the secondary and the handgun doesn't really matter, but if you want to have a backup, the harmony is pretty good with perfectly in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds, pretty straightforward. And the quick step just to run faster with swap speed, so you can swap faster. As for the stats, I'll move through them quickly. I'll show you how it works in the shooting range. You put down your skills, make sure they're hitting the target because if they don't, you won't get any heals. Shoot with the capacitor to maximize the skill damage. You just have to hit for 40 times. And as you can see here, we are pretty much immortal. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.